Hello everyone, it's your boy Pink Monk Mentality. Now that the torch has been officially passed, I think it's due time I make a sequel to my last video, which was me going over some series from an official metagame Chungus League. Today I'll be going over some semis games. It's three semis, one series and then one in finals, which we'll see later. Um, I was in the team calls of one of these teams. I built and supported them, but I think it's pretty obvious which one it will be very soon, but I haven't seen the series because I'm a bit lazy. So it shall be what it shall be. For music today, we have this wonderful Liquid DNB and Jungle mix from this channel called Orion. It's a really nice mix. I listened to it a lot while I was studying and stuff and I really like the Y2K aesthetic Nissan ad. It's not a real ad, but it's really nice. I love this aesthetic. This is like Y2K aesthetic. Um, Listen to this thing by the way. This mix by the way, it's really nice. I'm a big jungle and D&B and that kind of music fan. It makes really nice atmospheric music. It's going to turn the volume up a bit. If this goes over my voice, I will do something post game. Maybe turn it down a bit. Okay. Series 1 is LeBlanc, or like Longest Banana versus Call Me Piyush Master. We have second series 2, None Better versus Kala Chashma. That's 2025 Barasuda's Civil War. And we have Beyond Ming Shui versus India 1. So as for series 1 is LeBlanc versus Call Me PK. I'm in LB score, but I'll be real, I did nothing this week. This is all frog facts. Um, Game 1, we have the most frog facts replay, like preview of all time. I'm guessing this is AV Entei plus Specs Cress because it just I don't know why you'd be any other crest. I mean you maybe you can have a pretty decent Ursa with Specs crest, but like you have to EV really weirdly for it and you have to get some odds to stuff. Um like I remember making like back when Spadef Ursa was like the big main popular set, I remember making Specs crest back in like World Cup 24 and I had to do a lot of weird like odd stuff. Gibney helped me optimize that, so it was pretty good. Um from PK's side we have Hacks Moth Hoopa, which is a pretty basic team. Like I get why this team exists, right? It's like double force out fairies, that kind of stuff. Like the preview pressure is really strong. I don't think this is Gun Cooper though. I think this is Specs. Um, I think Hacks is a pretty decent clip from PK, but I'm guessing his Hooper is very constructed because this Entei beats Hooper and Moth most likely, and this Wellspring can speed time Moth and win if you're not speed booster. And I'm guessing I don't think he needs to be speed booster. I think it's just like specs for a better everything. So I mean, specs for like a better Shifu and that kind of stuff. Like you need if you go D-Gleam Psychic, you beat a lot of Shifu, E-Ball even. So I'm guessing this is specs. So you don't want to speed tie the Wellspring, you don't want to lose to the Entib, which will just like bulldoze on you and win. And you lose to this crest anyway. So the moth is completely unclickable. So you have the one very simple option. You have to go Hoopa into this crest that is coming out into Ishtamons, or you go Haxorus into the either the Wellspring, but the Wellspring is very unlikely to come out because everything Wellspring beats is most likely on this team. It's beaten by the end. So if I'm PK, I think I'm just going to click into LB's easier click here, which is this Cresselia, because the Hoopa is very constructed. So Cress is the easiest click for LB. But I would just click the Hooper because it's the easiest click for LB. But like as LB, I mean as LB, I'll just click the Crestman. It's game one, just take your 2-1, move, constructed 1-2 and move on. And yeah, it makes sense. Like this is my favorite type of click where it's like two mons who are very constructed by partners, and then you just click a 2-1 and you win the game. Like this one is unclickable, this one is constructed. This is the best quote unquote option that is remaining. Okay, okay, so This is a strange preview because I don't know why PK's load this. This has to be Specs Crest again because you don't beat Val otherwise. Um, and then LB loads this, whatever this is. It's Darkrai Latias Quetas. I'm guessing it's very likely that you can just like straight up lose to Crest. Okay, so like nobody but me would run this, but like modest AV Crests here. But also like Pow is a pretty good click. I'm guessing though that because Frogfax is not an idiot, he has a Pow check. So, and I'm guessing it's going to be this speed Great Tusk or like a Scarf Great Tusk, especially because you want a good Uber matchup here. So it's going to be Scarf Great Tusk. Um, so I'm guessing Pika just clicks the Crest to one into like this one spawn because Darkrai can like very easily lose with both of these spawns. So again, constructed click. Um, if I'm LB, I'm just clicking the constructed click. Good luck, have fun. Yep. Is the specs okay? It is specs. I mean, is that specs damage? 46 is low, but like it's also high given it's a Cresselia. Um, Cress is interesting because is this his best odds even? I mean, okay, it's probably his best odds. Dark Pulse did 60. -1 does not do that much more. So I'm guessing Moonblast did more, and I'm hoping this is Moonblast. Uh, and then I guess PK is going for the T-Bolt para odds. Moonblast definitely did more, and then you also had the special that drop odds, and then you had the special like the super effective crit odds. But like if you don't have Moonblast, I get the click. Game three, both teams. There's been like three NTs loaded already. Both teams load NT Prim Dragon. I like I kind of like PK's team more because I'm a big Kutra fan, but it kind of gets a shit matchup here because these two months. Because and again, Chomper is like a matchup farmer. So it's a bit of a 50-50. I think LB has to click his Primarina here. Or if he's NDO, we can see Chomper. He's clicking it. And he's clicking his Primarina and winning with E-Ball. Okay, what's this set? Your CM draining kiss, no weakness policy. What? I don't know what this set is. What could this be actually? It's anything revealed. No. What is this set? Okay, I guess Moonblast Grit Spy LB1, but like, what? Is this amulet for Pekka or something? I mean, you don't need Pekka. Okay. Um, I get why he didn't click Chomper. He just had to click Prim because LB looks like he's thrilled by Prim and gets better specs. Right. So Hoopa Lannerty is. I think this is my team. This might be Fly Landorus Therian. Um, into what also looks like something I would build, but like I think I would replace the Shifu with something because I don't like the vibes of this team are off. Um, this crown is completely unclickable, which is already a good building check, like building block from LB. Volcanion, but you have to click this Lanity most likely into this Shifu if you fly. And I think LB is gonna just click his banded Lanity. No, he clicks Hooper. Specs, Focus Blast, and misses and he loses. I'm guessing this is AV though, because like I don't know why you wouldn't be. I mean, band is possible because you need to beat ground types, I guess. But like AV is like the default. I mean, Chopper is very plausible. Because opposing Shifus is a matchup you want. So I think this is probably Chopper then. So it's pretty safe into the super. Right. I think you just have to go whatever your Shifu check is here, which is I'm guessing it was a flyer and a T and then he didn't click it. Last game. Okay, this is my team. This is definitely my team. This is uh Rapid Volcanic. This is like, is this a double water team, man? I ran double water team for a while. This is also the two people run Shifu Gura. That code is broken. Shifu Gura. This is like Taunt Spectrio most likely. I'm guessing. That doesn't mean okay. She has to be Wisp because you need to beat Shifus. Um, this is Citrus Wisp most likely because again Shifus or this is Chopper Gudra, but I think this is more likely to be AB because you need to beat Zapdos. I think if I'm LB, I'm just clicking my Dark Shifu and winning the game. It's rapid. It's rapid into dark. Okay. Oh, this is my double dark team. Nice. And -1 defense, low kick loses. I don't know why he CC turn one if he's chopper. He should have bulk up. And if he bulked up, he probably won the game right then and there. So I don't get the two C turn one C. I mean, if you're scared of speed, you're like, yes. Okay, CVs two. I don't know why. I guess they flexed. I don't know how the format works. You have none better versus Kalachash. Um. Okay. I have watched a bit of the series and I'm starting to remember. Game one, Enkal brings this. This just looks like what happens when you put a SS winner in 1v1, like SC 1v1, they load fire water crown. Um, I think you guys have to. I mean, I like the structure because you constrict a lot of top mons. You constrict Upa very well. You constrict. Um, you don't really constrict Shifu because I don't think you're like life of Blunder here, but you constrict Haxorus, not really Shifu, but Rose, Crown, and land with opposing grounds. It's pretty nice actually. I don't like your matchup into like non Rose Crown shields though. Really, like, I don't like your matchup into Kov. I don't like the Gmold matchup. Like Gmold is among people for getting prep a lot, especially like non-mainers. I think he's gonna click his standard T and when no clicks Moth into the Zapdos. Let's see when. Oh, he wins anyway. Specs Zapdos. Specs Moth for the win. Holy shit! It did 69 into 31 at -2. I'm guessing it's like double hurdle, but that's pretty good win, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. Kala Chashma brings carving, level 1 carving, man. I don't think. Okay, okay. If Encal is trick Metagross, he has an out, but I don't think this can be trick Metagross. I think this is weakness policy, yo. Because you need Okay, if you scarf trick, you can win, but I don't think this is scarf trick. Let's see what happens. Click Zapdos, Hurricane Mist, can't go for Confusion Endeavor. This 96, you Roost, Sandstorm, Hurricane. Okay, but why would you? It's doing 4%, right? Why would you Hurricane and Sandstorm? I don't get that. Like, huh? We can't even vague cloudside pop. What are these UUS teams people are running, man? And Kalping's a pretty good team. This is like Silver that was good. It's a pretty good structure. Like, this is a SC1v1 structure. So SC101 structure. If I'm him, I'm just clicking the Zapdos and bring the Clotsire. And he clicked Tusky to Clotsire and lost. GG. Ah. If I'm not lazy, I'd edit in the sound effect right there. Um yeah, so Carlos did the thing where you bring two Quark Chungus Mons and you just low and bring one good Mon and you just click the good Mon. I did this all the way back in like Classic, where I bought like Smeargle plus another Shitter plus Zardex into Delemon. And then she got scared of Smeargle too once, so I just clicked the Zardex and won the game. I think. Um Moth, Donphan, but it's okay, I'm hoping he has like a check for Carbink this time. I know I know the outcome of this game in reality, but like because it's starting to come back to me. But like if I'm him, I am bullet seed on fan right now, and I just win the game of that because Chashma is not gonna like Kala's not gonna see it. Kala, like come on, man. Carbink. I get it's last week, right? But like Carbink, man, really. Was it like Shifu Carbink Valiant has to be the worst idea I've seen. How do you beat fairies, brother? How do you beat man? This is not a good idea, man. Read it again. Okay. Um let's see what happens. I'm guessing. Okay, my prayer is that he clicks Brit Seat on fun right now. Nope, he clicks Sludge Wave, goes for the poison and loses. The score is right now 1, 2, 3, 4. 2-2 in a BO5 to College. Drinking Carbink and Pomot and Clotsire. Okay, game 5. Check the Metagross and win. Hopefully. But we're probably going to lose Spectactors. Boom. Okay. Wait. Okay, he wins this, no? Heavy Slam. You banned it? No, you can't be banded. You have to be Scarf. Wait, your Scarf no trick. You lost to Carbink. Where's your bullet punch, brother? Where's your bullet punch? Where is your bullet punch? I'm okay. This is. I think we should move on from this series because I'm getting tilted watching it again because I crashed out in real time when this happened. It's coming back. Okay, I get the gross click, right? But you need to beat Shifu. I'm guessing Kala just clicked into this Landorus and the sprayed. And because he sprayed break rate, so he just clicked into this Landorus. Um because SmackDown we can sometimes beat this and we can beat Pekka and Pekka is looking But I okay, so he insta clicked this, by the way. The insta clicked Metagross. Then Kala dropped to 210 to like figure out what's out into this Metagross most likely. Maybe it's like Specs Zapdos, I don't know. And he probably just clicked into this Lando because he specs Zapdos because and he doesn't beat Lando and he's not even Impulse. And he's like, okay, Lando's coming out. I'm threatened by it. Let's click the ball and let's play big little win. And, he clicked into Scarf, Metagross, and lost. I guess it is what it is. This is why we run Bullet Punch on even Scarf, Metagross. Reason like kids. I'm watching this series now. Yuan Ming Show versus ND01. Hopefully, this will be more entertaining. I think Indy was out of the job by now, so it might not be that interesting actually. Um, I like Indy's game on team. Um, I would prefer this like band Giga Impact. I'm guessing the Scarf physical Kyurem though, because it just looks pretty good into like Yuan is using frog teams and then Scarf CB Kyurem is really good into frog teams. Just gonna speed through this because man, um, Volcarona is also a pretty good click here from Yuan. I think Yuan is just gonna go with Volcarona because I don't think he's gonna read either the ban Giga Impact Iron Valiant, Speed Booster SD Encore, like Drip Legend set Iron Valiant, or the Scarf Physical Kyurem. It's Kyurem that is special, and it freezes and it wins. Okay, I don't know why we didn't Volcar. I mean, I understand why we didn't Volcarona. What the hell is why is Copilot opening? I hate Microsoft Edge so much. I'm just on here so I don't dox myself on Firefox or Chrome. Game two, Indie reloads the same three. I think it's probably with a change set. It's gonna be like Noble Roar, Kyurem, and win. Just watch. Boom, Kyurem. Freeze. Okay, I don't understand Yuan's click again, right? He just has a 3 and this doesn't click it. Donphan is pretty good click here, man. Like, come on. If you're banned, I guess you just don't want to go into Onco Disable Valley, but like, come on, man. Don't just click it 2-1. Just click it 2-1. I'm guessing Indie clicked into something. I don't know what this is trying to do. Just click the crown. Like, neither of these clicks from either side make sense to me. Okay, we saw this frog team earlier. I will click. Okay, if I'm Yuan here, I'm clicking into the Ninetales 2-1 and winning. I lost. I mean, I didn't lose. I'd have to do that tie. So power. Okay. So no recover Latias is a bit sus, but I get why. I get it. I get it. I understand it. Sometimes you just do what you have to do. Yeah, so the Sneasel mirror on the Steam is then really bad. Okay, so Sneasel always has a lot of matchups where people think it wins. People think it loses, but it actually wins very easily. Um, let's look at the next week. Okay, standard team. Howlucha. I'm clicking Selvion and winning. Endio, Zen Headbutt. Is it gonna reversal on him? Sliachi Berry. It's gonna reversal on him. Boom. Dead. Easy. It's might have been a 3 actually, because depending on the I don't know if like Brave Bird kills if it's I mean this is bold Selvion, right? Howlucha again. I think he's gonna click it again. No, he clicks the Crest. He should have clicked the Howlucha. Okay, give a dance. So you don't okay, so quick tip, you don't ever QD here as walk around now because you can get scarf trick. So unless you're very, very confident it's not scarf trick, you have to bug bust because you win anyways. Okay, I guess like most sets. Because even if the CM you can just QD next turn and win. You can't oh, sorry. Specs Power Gem is what I'm guessing here. It is 50. I don't think it's gonna win, brother. Sub. Okay, go to Swarm, win, GG. I guess. G5, I'm guessing it's something. I am not keeping track of the score. We'll see next game. I get the Volcrona click though. It's into this, and I'm guessing you want to sub on Harucha and try to do something that way. Okay, Iron Boulder has been loaded, but this Meowscroll actually has a pretty good. I mean, even the Boulder is a good matchup. If I'm you, I'm clicking the Entero Bridge. I won. Okay, wait. Triple Axel, three times knockoff. Okay, okay, you can't win this. GG. Good attempt, G1. Knocks Indy brought it back. I think NT is a pretty good click here because this bolt is constrained by this crest kinda. I think the bolt is, I mean also it's Indy, so like it's gonna be scarf. It's gonna be like banded raging bolt or some shit, bro. For real. This is watch the finals game. LB versus Yuan Mingjue. Two goats, two clickers I've enjoyed working with, two scooters. Um I'm just gonna speed through these because I wanna talk about usage stats. Like very briefly, this I think Pult is like a like instructor type pawn here if you're Yuan, especially if you like specs. I don't think it's it might be specs actually, but I think it's more likely to be banned. But like depends on if this is aggro. I think I'm just clicking Yuan is clicking this. Oh, he just clicks his Zapdos into Entei and wins. That's nice. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, your Hurricane did 62. He lost HP from recall. Are you specs? I'm guessing it's specs then, because otherwise you don't gain again ever. Um, Shifu and win into the Arcana into one, but like again, LB is just gonna go for just then. Goes Fell Spring and loses to the Ninetales most likely. Freeze try, nice. How we've done 162, damn. Into Elo. Uh, I like this preview from LB. I like Yuram in general. It's just good modern right now. It gets a lot of weird and interesting previews, especially if you like Scarf, if you have Noble Raw, if you Beacon's Policy, if you Specs. I think I've used AV in the past before. It's fine. Gross, if it's Scarf Gross, it like kind of owns here, but I don't think it's Scarf Gross. I think Yuan is just gonna go Hooper though. Draco Meteor and the Kyurem wins. Yeah. So it's like again with Kyurem, like you can just like win stuff. Like so if you're not AV Hooper, you just lose. Sometimes if you're not AV, you're like super bulk. Like the Hooper with Raging Bolt bulk might actually win. So I like I like this going insta Opa here because I don't think because this Val also looks really good and then okay depends on if your Hoopa beats Donphan. I hope this Hoopa beats Donphan. If you can just be like knock something and win. No, you go this and you lose. Okay, so even if you're this booster, you just protect turn one and you disable and then you pray, man. Like if it's banned, you should have an out. I don't know why you would play like this. I don't know what you're trying to do here. Okay, interesting preview again. Fighting Kyurem at a close. Though this greatest is a pretty good click if you're Scarf, but you can lose to neither of them. But I think Scarf greatest is a pretty good click here. I don't think this is absolutely meta close. It can, but like I don't think this is Scarf greatest either. Let's see. Greatest clicked loses. GG. We won in finals. Okay, so just briefly talking about 1v1 usage in this tour. I think UMPL was like a fairly high quality tour, like comparatively. I think there were no like egregious games where I was like, okay, all the teams are bad or all the players are bad. Again, I didn't watch that much, but I like ate it and like watched some amount. Shifu being the most used mon always as always makes sense because it's 2 months in one. You have rapid that is extremely good into grounds, which are pretty high quality in this year right now because a lot of the grounds beat Hoopa, they beat um, steals, which is extremely important. A lot of grounds have good match, like varying good matches into the dragons. Rapid itself has really good matches into the dragons. You beat nine tails, sometimes it's pretty nice. You beat you used and you like beat a lot of the other waters. You beat Volcanion, you beat sometimes you beat Manaphy. It's very fun. So Manaphy has adapted and started running that spec set. What I'm surprised to see is that Metagross is second. Now Metagross is a very, very like early ESP builder friendly mon. You can run a lot of different things on it. It's like I had it on like S minus tier for a long while on my tier list for my VR. I still have it pretty high up. I think I have it at A plus on the borderline of S minus because it's such a flexible mon because you can run a million different things. You can run weakness policy of a million different combination on weakness policy. You can run scarf, band is pretty nice. I like running impish AV. I like running even like plus spread F AV. I've run citrus before. I've run like resist like Colbert type resist berries before. Orca Metagross they get some surprising matchups in this tier. It's very fun to mess around with a lot of different things you can do to react to scout. If you don't know me, I rank mons in One entirely by the amount that they're able to respond to a particular scout and not like I don't really think the meta is a real thing. I just like to imagine people things into a scout. Zapdos being third makes sense. Again, it's a very flexible one and it's a very nice glue you can stick on to beat a lot of things. You beat the Shifus, you pretend to beat Wellspring if you hit a hurricane, you beat all the waters, you beat uh, fairies. You beat Val, which is a very massive improvement here. And then you can threaten on preview things like Hoopa with U-turn, and with specs you can threaten things like Metagross. It's very fun to use. Dragons also don't like you very much. It's just Zapdos on preview. I just like having mons like Zapdos that force people to set guess a lot and then do force them to set guess, use a bunch of different sets. I've liked using lefties Zapdos over Clear Amblet because it gets you a few random matchups and like Goodra's gonna knock you off anyways. Um, I like using Keyberry sometimes. I like using Elo and Specs. My favorite Zapdos set though has to be and don't ask what it does. Like I've run Charge Elo before with Spectria. Um, with okay, Hoopa, Wellspring, and Spectria, I wanted to talk about all these together. I think these are like three mons that are extremely strong in build right now. Now, people used to flame me back in like UMBD this year for like or like last year for lowering Spectre a lot, but it's genuinely such a strong mon. I swear to God, I am the one that popularized that calm mind amulet Spectre because I genuinely did not see people other than me and Gibbony use it before I started spamming it everywhere and like sending it to everyone. It's a very broken set. Me and Fancy love using it. Uh, I think Crown is also a pretty good one here. I want to talk about Wellspring a bit more. Wellspring is a very interesting one because I don't think any team I've seen ever like completely beats 100% of Wellsprings. Oh, because like it's so many sets you can run and so many different things you can run. You have to always have to set guess Wellspring on preview and it can be very pure because of the overlapping matchups. Because like and also like I think it's a very underexplored mon. People still run whenever they run lead seed, they still run that max speed set, which I don't really like. I don't understand the point of that set. Um, sure, you outspeed some things, but I would much rather have a better matchup into like Volcanion or Iron Hands, but just giving myself more bulk, being bulkier, and that's what Wellspring is best at. I think if you really look at it, Wellspring's matchups against fairies did not change that much from Hearthflame comparatively. Like it's some change, but it's not that much change yet. But you can just be Spud F and win against a lot of them. You can win against Valiant pretty easily a lot of times. Um, you have a lot of tools, knock, U-turn, Onko, but like superpower. It's so much you can use. I love using Wellspring well, and I love seeing people use Wellspring well. I think Delemon is the best Wellspring user in the tier. She just loads 50 different sets every turn. They keep winning because nobody can set guesses more and nobody can expect what it's going to do because of the overlapping matchups and things like this. And as we saw earlier, it's always a very constricting click when you bring it, and it can always like change things and preview a lot. Um, my tip versus if you're against a good Wellspring player is don't try to beat every Wellspring. Make Wellspring as much of a non-factor as possible. What does that look like? It looks like ensuring that even if Wellspring could potentially be decent, it feels bad to click. You have to make previews that are fundamentally um, antagonistic to Wellspring. In the same manner that Wellspring forces you to set gears, forces you to guess, or forces you to bet on like them being a certain set or things like these, you have to do the same for Wellspring because it often faces these same issues, right? Any mon with massive diversity faces the same issues of having to contend with the diversity and having a lot of trade-offs. It's the same thing Hooper faces, right? Scarf, Specs, Band, AV, Citrus, Life Orb, um, other other sets. They all have like different their own combinations of like set matchups. You have to make trade-offs a lot. But what Wellspring I think is really good for, like compared to Heartflame, its band brother, is Stall. I think Charm Wellspring is really, really nice. Itchy owned me with Charm Wellspring back in last year. My ST Rillaboom lost to it, which was rather embarrassing. But yeah, it's so flexible. It can just do so many things. Though, well, I will also say that decking it is not that hard as people think. Most of the time, you can get by with like, putting Mental Herb on something that it wants to encore. So, Raging Bolt, Moon, I want to talk about these two monsters together because they're very standard dragon types. I don't really pay much attention to stats, but you can see that both of them have a sub 40%, like 50% win rate and like sub 45% win rate. They don't really win that many games that they brought, but they're very good glues. They're pretty fine, like sticking your teams together, things like this. Crown and Valiant, I think Valiant is the most broken one in the tier. I think it's generally nearing S tier status. It's so well equipped to deal with literally every situation the game could throw at you. People need to start spamming India weakness policy Valiant like that. Life depends on it, man. You beat so many crowns. You beat so many. You can beat like every fairy type ever. You start beating random like Zapdos type mons, man. You please do that set, man. You don't lose that many matchups when you can just endure or Ursaluna so much turn one and just win, man. Please just don't end your weakness policy. Ursaluna again 54% win rate. I can see why. It's so versatile and it's, I think Ursaluna sets tend to be very signaled on preview. I'm forgetting the term for it. Like very signaled on preview. You can very easily figure out, okay, this needs to be this. This is like then therefore it's likely to be XYZ Ursaluna, right? I think that's pretty easy to do, but it's still a very good mon. Below that, I want to talk about Gudra Hisui, and you can see Gudra Hisui has one of the highest win rates in this entire list, and it was about 23 times, and it's a very good mod because you don't really need to invent something new on Blu-ray. So Chopper plus AV plus and perfect. And sometimes you can do one stop. I agree that it has been weakened with the custom ban, especially since like Chopple plus custom gives you so much preview pressure because you could hide the set so easily. But the mon is still very good. It's such a good glue. It's such a good partner to like things like Valiant, things like Shifu, things like Volcanion. Last one I want to talk about before I log off for the day and get back to studying for my exams is Donphan. Donphan, I think, is still relatively underexplored. I think what Indie did by popularizing, let's say, Lum, Trailblaze, Onko Donphan is the peak of what that one will achieve most likely, but it is very underexplored. Because if you just scroll through Donphan's moveset, you will see that it has a lot of different tools. Like I talked about Bullet Seed. How many people know that Donphan has a Bullet Seed and can use it to like bypass certain matchups? How many people know that it has Seed Bomb? How many people know that it has yeah, they can go weakness policy trail-based Seed Bomb to start beating things? It's a very fun one to use. You can just go Trailblaze, play it off on a lot of things if you just adamant. Play around with the sets, try to run something other than just like max per def. Um, but like even max per def is not that bad now comparatively. Back in PL last year, I ran max per def Donphan to beat Indies like specs crowns, and I think it actually won a game, which was pretty nice for me to see. Okay, before I log off, just one last mon I want to talk about is Entei. This mon is has gone from like being a shitter to an actual thing, somewhere between A to A plus tier mon. Because as a fire type, you just want a really good niche in 1v1. And I think it has controlled that niche pretty well. You beating the physical sometimes, beating the specials sometimes. Sometimes you can just be banned and try to sacred fire burn and plus two KO people. Sometimes you can just be fly fob and do a lot of different things. I think NT is a pretty good mon. I think people should be running NT. I'm very just curious to see like what's happening low tiers because there's a few low tiers as well. Chansey's pretty bad on Chansey. Venus was bad. Venus was good with the cut strap, but now it's pretty bad. Zabji is pretty broken. I think people should run Zabji more. It's like an A minus team one at least. I think. And Fezan, I think Fezan's pretty mid actually. I'm not a big fan of Fezan to pity. And Power Ash. Please stop running Power. It has 12% win rate, man. Every time it's clicked, it loses. Oh my god, man. Anyways, that's UMPL. I think it was a pretty fun tour for like my viewing experience and like my building experience. I didn't build that much, but I built a pretty small amount, but like I built some, and it I liked watching and I liked building for Europe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Shout out to Voldemort, the one that shall not be named, Dominique, for passing on the torch and for everything he's done for 1v1 and the videos that I pretty much learned the game from. I think it's very noble that someone is willing to put so much passion and time and investment into this game, even after they've been banned for it for like 4 to 5 years. Like I don't really care about I don't really know about what the ban and whatever, but like I really appreciate someone doing that for the community and just loving the game that much. Um, I haven't talked to him in like a few months, but I hope he's doing well. With that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Adios.